Hey guys, thank you for coming back.
We are on episode 15.
Yes, we've made it to 15. So I'm Allison,
I'm Christina.
and we are
Cafecito and
Tecito. So it was my turn to do this episode, and clearly I'm prepared but unprepared. And so I hope y'all enjoyed the last episode. Y'all got to know a little bit more about me.
Any feedback?
Yes, feedback was one of them was a good friend of mine. She just said that I guess underestimated my, or would it be underestimated, that I or underestimate or didn't downsize or save, like that I'm really, what people don't know about me is that I am a good person, and I only show it to certain people that I am caring, and that's something that I should have said, because I'm not only blunt and very honest, but I also have that trait that I am caring, and I just, it's to certain people I really care about.
Yeah.
Clearly when I'm drunk, But yeah, but other than that, yeah. And then one of my family members, she was all like that. I really opened up, and it was like, oh, we got to know a little bit more about you. But that was basically that. That I should have said more than just saying I'm blunt, because there's more to me than saying what it is all the time. I do that, yes, but I am like nice. I am nice.
Overall, she is nice.
Yes, overall I am nice. So like I said, I come prepared but unprepared. But we have Google. So today basically we're winging it. So Christina asked me a couple of questions on the last episode, like we just mentioned. So I asked Google question to ask a good friend slash best friend. Okay.
I'm nervous.
It says personal values and goals is one category. Relationship and personal experience. Oh. It like went deep. That's how I was like fun and lighthearted. And then there's exploring the friendship. So we're just gonna
wing it.
Wing it. So I would say first, you know what's your favorite color? Everybody knows mine because I always say it. What is your favorite, like your real favorite color?
Pink. I like pink.
Pink is your thing?
Like the pink.
Light pink?
Not like pink, bitch.
No, but I mean, like, but there's different shades of pink.
So I used to be in love with rose gold, but now it's just like a lighter, like baby girly pink.
Oh, yeah. Okay. What's my favorite number?
Number?
Nah, let's go deep. Like if we're in a relationship, girl. Just guess. I've never told you.
11?
10.
10?
Yeah.
And I only said 11 because your birthday's in November.
Yeah.
The 1st.
So my favorite number is 10 because when Domingo was playing baseball, his number on his jersey was 10.
That's so cute.
Yay. I mean, yay.
That's so cute.
So my favorite number is 10, but it's because his jersey number was 10. So every time we do, like we don't ever play the lotto, but when we do, I'm like, we'll always both say like 10. That's like a thing.
That's cute.
That, yes. What is your favorite number?
My favorite number is 3.
Why?
Because my birthday is on December 3rd.
Oh, okay.
And I don't know, 3's always just stuck with me. Like 3, I don't know. I just like it. Because it's not 2, like it's not a pair. It's not even, you know?
Is 3 a lucky number? It is, right? Wonder what the meaning is. It. You should look it up on your phone and let us know. We'll get back to it. What is the biggest lesson you've learned about yourself?
The biggest lesson
you've learned about yourself. Ooh, the next one's a good one.
That I should stop putting people first and put myself first.
Period.
Yeah.
I agree.
I feel like I've always tried to like please other people or like do and say stuff that I shouldn't say or do, but I've never truly just not cared.
So you said to put yourself first before anybody else.
Yes, because I feel like I've always wanted to please people or like help people or like find a way to just like help that person, but like I've never done for me,
Or
if
is
that
it
makes sense.
sometimes you feel like it's like how do you say it? Yes, pleasing other people, but it's like keeping the peace with everybody?
I think that's what it is, yeah. And then it's hard for me to say no, like when people ask for help. So I'm always like, yeah, yeah, yeah. But it's like I don't get it in return.
That's why, like, when we go, like, little things, like when we go out to eat and we're like, oh no, we got it.
Yes, if
And
it's so weird to me, and I hate it so bad. So I like it when we're like split the bill.
yes. Oh, okay.
Yeah,
That makes sense because I see your face and you're
yeah.
like
I'm just like, oh,
we do it, I just like when you buy us stuff or you get the girl stuff, like you do it with care and love,
hmm
that's fine. And that's how we are too. So, but I could see it in your face. You're like, oh God,
I'm
I
just
can
like,
do my fucking
fuck.
self.
Yeah.
What makes you feel most powerful? That one's like the one you asked, kind of in the sense like what makes you happy, kind of. You know what I mean? What
Yes.
makes you more powerful? What makes Christina Christina?
I think out of all the things, my heart, because I want nothing but I want everybody to be happy. I don't wish bad upon nobody. Like even though like I've had some horrible stuff said and done to me, I think my heart has always just remained pure, and you're gonna get what you're gonna get whenever you get it.
I agree, but I do think so, like basic karma, right?
Yes.
I think Jesus takes too long sometimes.
Yeah.
I think karma takes too long sometimes. So I say sometimes, let's just do it.
Yeah.
And that's that is ¿cómo se llama? Un filo de dobles, what is it?
Yeah. Espina. My
They,
mom
or
says that all
whatever
the
the hell,
time.
you know what
Yeah.
I'm talking about? Yeah, because you want to either you wait and let it just run its course, or you may get that'll get to the story about this weekend.
I think my mind too. I feel like I have a really powerful mind because there's times where I should have crashed out really bad and I chose not to. But it's like you're saying, it's like you choose the battles you want to fight.
Yes, that is so true. Because it's it's because I'm very impatient. Well, you know that.
Yes.
You cannot tell me. I got something to tell you, but I'll tell you later. No, I want to know
Be like, I
now.
have a secret for you. Tell me now. I'm going over.
Yes, no, I don't like I don't like that. That really, I was like, if I could, I would call you like 20 times. Like, tell me what it is. Tell me. I'm gonna leave work so we can talk about it
I'll block your ass.
now. What do you value most in our friendship?
Your honesty.
Period.
Even though it's hurtful sometimes, but
Oh my God.
it is what it is.
What's your most embarrassing moment you have ever had? But there can be two different ones. Oh no, as a grown up. As a grown up.
As a grown up, embarrassing?
Sorry.
Um, oh my God, this is actually a really good one.
One.
So when I was crippled,
Mhm.
explain
crippled.
Oh, so I was in a car accident. I was in a car accident and my knee was messed up, so I couldn't walk. So I was in a walker. I was in one of those little chairs, and then when I started walking, I was in a walker. And then my doctor or whatever. So back then, I would only wear shorts and long t-shirts, and that's how I would get around or whatever. Well, that day I didn't realize that my shorts, I think I just grabbed them. So I grabbed my shorts and I just put them on, and then I had like a big t-shirt over. And when I went to the my doctor or whatever, I had to lay down because they would check my legs, but they would also check my spine.
Mm-hmm.
And whenever I got up, I didn't know that my shorts were ripped.
That's funny.
I didn't know my shorts were ripped, and
so your booty cheek was out.
And that was the one that told me. She's like, "Mom," and I was when we left. She's like, "Mom," I was like, "What?" She's like, "Feel your butt," and then I went like this.
Did you have a thong on?
Yes. I was like, "Fuck me!" Horrible, horrible, horrible. She waited to tell me because keep in mind I couldn't walk, so like they would have to pick me up and they would have to like lay me and
whoever was there was just so kind they didn't want to let
didn't
you
tell
know.
me nothing. No.
Oh my
Yeah.
goodness. What is your biggest dream for your future?
I just want to be happy. Like my overall dream is just to be happy with somebody.
Is there anybody in mind? Maybe.
No.
No. Okay. So there's not like Oh, so you're literally open to anything right now.
Mm-hmm.
Anybody that come. No, hold on, wait, hold on. I don't
Wait.
mean everybody. Don't go
Time
in your
out.
DMs
Time out.
and start selling stuff. That's not what we're. No, I mean like so you're open minded to just talk to get to know anybody.
Yeah, because I don't really have like a type, even though people think I have a type, but I don't really have a
Excuse me?
type. I said, even though people think I have a type, I don't really have a type. I think I just want somebody genuine to be there for me.
Okay.
Because I feel like Nad's getting older and she's
Mhm.
slowly just gonna start doing her own thing.
But she'll always have her opinion about, or at least like we've talked about it one time, and she said she just wants to see you happy.
Mm-hmm.
I think her seeing you happy will make well she's happy, but I mean like seeing you like I guess complete. Would it be complete? I
Kind
don't
of,
think.
yeah.
I guess because in everybody's mind is settling down, get married. You know what I mean? I guess grow old with somebody.
Yeah.
Sometimes, but sometimes it's for people and sometimes it's not. But I guess is that what you mean? In a sense?
Kind of, yeah.
Probably
I
because
just,
you see your mom and dad like they've been through so much. Like I see my parents and I've complained about my parents all the time. But I'm like, I see my mom say that I think they were like 40 something years married now.
oh, wow.
And like I look at them and I'm like, do I really want this? But then it's like you see them todos viejitos, like oh my god, like that one little couple that we seen at the walking, like the movie Up.
Mm-hmm.
That is so cute.
Mm-hmm.
So I guess that's like you think everybody's little fairy tale.
I think so. I think because I've already, being so young, I feel like I've already accomplished so
I do
much.
agree. Yes.
So it's like, I feel like the only thing I'm missing is just like somebody to just chill with, like,
To be happy with your success,
yeah.
or both of you successful.
Yeah. And to just be like, come on, let's go
Anywhere.
anywhere and be like, okay, come pick me up.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, what's your all-time favorite memory?
I
Oh, this
have a
is
lot, but this is like core, core, core.
okay.
So when I was little, I think it was like Valentine's Day or something. It was Valentine's Day. On Valentine's Day when I was little, my dad got home and he had bought my mom flowers. And I remember he walked in and he gave them to her and he's like, "Oh, like happy Valentine's Day, like I love you." Da 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 da. So then I remember my mom, she put the flowers down and then she went with my dad like to go like darle de comer.
Mm.
And I stayed with the flowers. And then like they left me there for like a while. And then my dad got done eating and then they were looking for me. So when they found me, I had ripped up all my mom's flowers.
Oh,
And my mom was like, "Why did you do it?" And I'm like, "Because he didn't bring me nothing." So now on Valentine's Day, guess who gets flowers?
so your dad buys you flowers every Valentine's Day?
Mhm.
All of y'all? Like your mom, you, and Natalie? Or-
Yeah, and my sister, yeah.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Oh okay. Well, we get stuff every year now too.
So cute.
Yes. Junior does a good job with it. Took a lot to get there, but we're there. They're goals now. What do you admire? Who do you admire the most and why?
My mom. Even though she was kind of rough, but overall, I feel like she's held herself very strong for all four of us. For like me and my siblings and my dad. So it's like I admire her for like her strength. Even though she was kind of super rough me growing up, like the person she is now, like is she's the bomb.com.
Oh my God. You know what? And that is so true. But it's the woman. In my opinion, this is my opinion. When you get in a relationship, and especially when you're married for a long time, I think a lot of women put up with a lot.
Mm-hmm.
And who, like for me, for example, maybe you'll be able to relate. If my mom would have thrown in the towel a long time ago, who knows where we would have been. And I'm not saying, oh, you got to put up with everything that your spouse does, but I think it takes a minute or a while, whatever, for a woman to finally in her head, like, I'm going to be with you, but I'm not going to put up with the things you do or you're doing. So now we're going to change it. And now it's going to be kind of my way. And we'll do a little bit of your way, because women put up with so much, so much, always brushing things over under the rug just to make sure their family is whole the whole time. Because
And now that I'm older, she's opened up and like said stories that obviously we didn't know because we were younger. But I feel like she's opened up so much, and I just look at her and I'm just like, fuck, like she's basically been and done a lot that we didn't know. And now I look at her and I'm like, you deserve the fucking world. Like, fuck.
yeah, you know what? It takes me. One time I was talking to my mom, or you'll probably feel the same. Me and my mom don't always see eye to eye. I love her to death. You know, we argue. It's common. I wish we wouldn't argue a lot, but you know, it is what it is. I'm growing up and I'm figuring out. But my mom, one day we were arguing about something, and she was so upset with me. And she's like, "You don't love me." She told me that. And I looked at her and I was like, I do love you. Is that my mom or my dad? Especially my mom. I've seen that she has put up with so much shit. Me, my brother, my dad, and her siblings and whatnot, right? But I told her that day, I was like, I look at you like if you're invincible. Like you will never leave this world. You will always be here with me. And she kind of like looked at me. I hope she understood, but I don't, like when I see my mom, I feel like my mom could get my mom can make a penny into $1,000 trillion. And I just look at it and I'm like, how do you do that? And like my mom has gotten us out of so much stuff with pennies, 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 pennies. And I just like, if it wasn't, it's gonna sound like, if it wasn't for her putting up with everything that she put up, I probably wouldn't be the woman I am today. Because you've seen, just like like you said, you're learning things, and your mom's learning things about you she didn't know. Because like Junior told me the other, this is a therapy. Yeah, it is therapy. We're learning stuff that we didn't know. Besides us two being friends, and I think our friendship is way deeper now.
Yeah.
Like we,
yes.
So I think looking at my mom and just seeing everything that she's put up, like I said, it's like, if it wasn't for the woman she is, just like your mom, if she wasn't for the woman she is and the things that have molded them into the woman they are now, I don't think we would be where we are today. More, I guess.
Yeah. For sure, for sure.
Yes. Now this is a deep one. What is your biggest fear? I think that one's a hard one. I read it and I'm like trying to answer it for myself, because I think that it hits everything.
Yeah. My biggest fear, as me being a mom, I'm gonna say as me being a mom and as me as like a person.
Yeah.
Me being a mom is losing Nat. God forbid something happens to Nat. I done told everybody, like, I think I'll go with her.
Yes.
I know it sounds fucking ugly, but it's like,
no,
other people have,
what do you live for?
Yes, like other people have more kids, and like I only have one. I don't plan on having any more kids. Like she's gonna be my only one. So it's like,
what do you? Yeah, I totally agree.
Feel like
I understand you with just having that.
Yeah, because I think I'm like, baby, you live, I'm living with you. Like,
no.
And me as a person,
that's a good one, because you gave two.
It's me losing myself.
That's what I was gonna say for myself. Me would be me letting my kids down. You know, I do crazy stuff. Everybody knows I'm no crazy, but me doing like Like I always tell them, you don't have to put up with stuff, but we all put up with stuff. You don't have to put up with certain things. You're going to figure out what you put up with. But me showing them that there's more to just being a girlfriend or a wife,
Yeah.
like not letting
There's
them
more
down.
to life than just, yeah.
Yeah.
I can see that.
And then, of course, losing one of my kids would be the.
I think now that you said that too, I would hate for her to go through what I went through. Because she didn't know a lot of this stuff until, she saw the video and stuff. So I think that maybe like her going through obviously we wouldn't want our kids to go through what we went through growing up.
No. Hex no. Never. Never, never. No. Because
No.
I'm like, no. I'm like, no. Who was. I don't like this one. Hold on. I'm sorry. I'm going everywhere, guys. Give me patience.
Unprepared.
Unprepared for sure. Oh, what's one place you want to travel to? I want to go to Dubai.
I want to go to Dubai too, but I think my all-time is Italy. Like my all-time.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know why. I just want to go. I think I like the sculptures, like the scenery of Italy that I've seen. I think I would just want to experience it.
What's the best gift you ever received?
Nat.
Period. And maybe the Louis. Maybe that Louis, she nice too. Oh, what's your comfort food?
And you know what? I fucking do food reviews.
Mm-hmm. That's why I brought it up.
Comfort food? Baked potatoes. So warm and toasty. It feels like home. The cheese melted. Feels like a warm blanket hugging the potato.
Really?
Mm-hmm. I think that's like my all-time.
Is it something your mom would make you or just something you just like?
I've always liked it. Like I hate caldos. I hate.
Oh my gosh.
Yes.
What's one food your mom makes you that like you don't mind if she makes it every day? There has to be one. Me, my mom makes this red salsita with Owen sausage. I can eat that every day.
I think my mom's pozole. I don't like chicken. Oh my god, my mom's albondigas. Oh my god, they're so fucking good. Yeah, my mom's albondigas for sure. Moment of silence.
No, it's because I was reading that. I was like,
cricket.
Given the choice of anyone in the world, whom would you want as a dinner guest? But that one's kind of dumb. I didn't like it.
Drake.
She said, I like Drake. I don't care what anybody says.
I
like
love
him.
Drake.
I don't care. Yes. So, since you are Kristina, the effect, how do you feel it's going right now?
Right now, I feel like it's slow. I feel like I'm mentally clocked out, unfortunately, but I do enjoy it, and I do want to get back to it full on hardcore.
It's because you need to go live again. Everybody misses you on live. Everybody.
So I think I'm gonna go live on on the next episode, but towards the end, because it's a really good one. Like what I have, it's really good. So I think like the last 10-15 minutes, I'm gonna go live.
Okay.
Just to see what they have an opinion on.
Oh my goodness. So we discussed earlier while I was at work that I tell you that I don't want to drink too much anymore. Mm-hmm. We had a great weekend. It was my niece's graduation. Congratulations to her, Angelina. You did it. It was our graduation.
Literally.
But I felt that this last time I drank so much. And clearly, I always, when I'm drunk, I tell you my undying love to you and to my other friend. I was like, I don't remember a lot.
I'm shocked you don't remember. I think we're kind of similar, but I feel like you don't know how to stop, and I kind of do.
Because no, you 100% know how to. Because
I'm like you. Like once I start drinking, like there's no fucking stopping me. But I knew that wasn't the place. Like I knew I couldn't be my full potential like you.
I shouldn't be my full potential at events. Period. I need to learn how to stop. Yes, because oh my God. So remember, we hadn't drank for a while, and then we started drinking again. But my problem is I just don't know when to stop. That's the only part I hate about myself. Yeah, that I don't know how to stop.
I'm curious to know if somebody did try to stop you, if you would
Be angry.
get aggressive.
That's what Alexa says. She said that I would be like, she's like, Mom, I did tell you, and you just ignored me.
I do think you're aggressive when you overdrink.
But like very aggressive, or like semi, like getting there.
No, you're aggressive.
Really?
Yes, verbally.
Oh my God, you need to. Yeah, I never. Okay, so like I was looking through my phone, right, and I was like, when did y'all take these videos? That I sent you, I feel like I look real pretty. I'm gonna lie. I felt like, oh, look, you look cute.
The only time where I noticed you were already kind of like
done.
It's when I saw you kind of walking and you were like trying to
adjust.
I'm like, oh, she gone.
Oh my goodness. Yes. No. Oh my God. But I had a good time.
Yeah, it was fun.
I think we always have a good time. We always have a good time when we're together. But now we've decided that we're gonna have good times either at my house only or at your house, not in nowhere else's house, because I can't be great. I can only be great around you and my other friend at our house. Oh my God. I don't like the feeling, and I don't want to feel like that no more. I don't like asking later, what did I say and what did I do?
Whenever I started to be careful with my drinking was whenever I blacked out for one of my birthday parties. I completely blacked out, and the last thing I remember was me throwing up in in the driveway.
Mm-hmm.
And then the last 3 hours, I don't remember nothing. So when I went back to look at the videos and stuff, like I was like hitting my piñata. I don't remember. This is how early I got drunk. My birthday cake, they were singing to me. I don't remember. Nothing. And apparently I was crying and I was.
Oh, I'm a crybaby.
Yes.
All the time. And I'm like, you're such a good friend.
She cried about 4 times that night.
I'm like, oh my gosh. No.
They showered me. I don't remember. Yeah. That's the scary part is that obviously to shower, they have.
Yeah.
Thank God it was my mama. My mama and my cousin showering me. Thank you. It was my mom and my cousin that showered me, yeah.
Because you had thrown up on yourself, or you were just dirty,
I was
sweaty?
so out of there. I was so out of there.
To wake you up, tal vez.
Yes, I was so out of there. There's videos of me like slanted in one of the rooms, like throwing up. Thank God I was home.
Yeah.
Yeah, no. Yeah, and my mom was here, so nothing crazy, but
yeah. I had a good time. I remember dancing with my mom, dancing with the girls. Mm-hmm. Like I was everywhere, but I don't like it. That's probably why I stopped. Well, that's one of the reasons why I had stopped drinking, like I had told you, because I just felt like it was just too much all the time, and I feel like I still need to learn to slow down.
So I'm gonna have this as proof here going on forward. If we're together, would you like for me to cut you off?
Yes. I always tell them, I was like, why don't y'all stop me? And then everybody's like, we do, and you don't listen. My thing
is, you're so aggressive. I would hate for us to get into it while you're drunk because I'm trying to cut you off. And then you tell me all types of bitches and shit. Or you try to fight me.
You know what you should do? And I think I would listen to you. I was thinking about it too today. Because I was like, how could they tell me this stuff? Because of course, me and Alexa were talking about it earlier. And I called Sheila, whatever. And I was like, how can I have them? I think if you would have probably told me, I don't know. Yeah. This is all theoretical. Because I knew that you were at my family member's house that you hadn't been to. And I knew the only faces familiar was my family. I'm talking about my girls and my husband, nobody else. And maybe my cousins, but you're cool, you're my friend.
Yeah.
So I think if you would have told me like, just sit right here, don't leave, because I don't know nobody, or if not, I'm gonna leave.
But I don't think you would have listened.
I don't know. We will not.
No.
We'll never know if she doesn't try.
No.
I don't know. I was thinking. I was like, maybe if she would have
But
told
I think
me.
because the girls were there, I'm just like, whatever. Like, go do whatever you were doing. Because I never felt like I was by myself.
Okay, that's good. So you felt homey. I mean, you
Yeah,
felt
I never
comfortable.
felt like I was by myself. Yeah.
Oh, okay, I was gonna ask you that too. Like, how did you feel being around like I know you've already been around my cousins, but then now you're with my older cousin's
When
house.
I walked in, remember, I was like, I'm so nervous. I have really high anxiety because I'm really not a people person. Like, remember you said, like, I absorb and then I feel the vibe 1st and then maybe I'll loosen up. But if I'm not comfortable, I would not loosen up. I'll be stiff.
But I think we're good. That's probably why. But I did try to slow down. I didn't, because I really wanted to start as soon as I was getting ready at home. And me and Sheila had a really talk, and I was like, no, I'm not gonna start drinking until 7. But then I got there and I started helping her doing stuff, and then I was like, let me pour a little bit of that drink. And
so maybe that's why you lasted longer too. Like,
as like I've always drank, but I drink more, like, period, right? But I don't want Ariana to only think that's all I ever did.
Yeah.
Because I never was like that when the girls were younger. Can they have they seen me? Yes. But like, to be the way I am and then having her, I can honestly say I don't think Alexis and Asia, until now that they're older, or maybe because I got too comfortable with the girls being older and I feel secure.
I think that's where I'm at now.
Like, I feel secure that, like, not only am I watching them, they're watching us. You know what I mean? Yeah. And like, I'm so comfortable because I know, like, we're all watching each other. And somebody's always, out of the older girls or whatever, one of them is not gonna drink too much because they know everybody's too litty. So they got eyes on, like, we're all watching each other, but there's that one that's like 100% on it, right? So I don't know if it's that, like, I don't know. Then I'm like, how do I say this? It's gonna sound ugly. I don't regret Ariana. I do not regret her. She was the planned baby, 100% planned. And I actually enjoyed my pregnancy with her in a sense to where me and Domingo talked. Because before, it took me a long time to finally decide, first of all, that I was going to have Ariana. And hold on. I'm going to go into, okay? Okay. So it took me a long time to decide that I was gonna have another baby because I only had Alexis and Asia for a long time. And after I had Asia, I got pregnant. Maybe Asia was like one and a half, and I found out I was pregnant. And me and Domingo looked at each other, and I looked at him and I was like, what do you think? Like, we had just really moved into a house and we were still trying to figure out our finances because we were literally with the two girls. Like, my parents helped me a lot. Junior's parents helped him. They helped us with the girls. But we were literally financially not good. Like, I couldn't go to the store and be like, hey, girls, get whatever y'all want. Like, it was very minimal. They had what they needed and sometimes what they wanted, but like, they were still in diapers. You know what I mean? So me and him made the decision to have an abortion. Like, we talked about it, and I was like, do you want, like, this is how I feel. I don't feel that we should, but what do you feel? And he agreed. He's like, no, not right now. I'm like, okay. We didn't tell nobody. I found a place and I had an abortion. It's such a touchy subject, let me say, because a lot of people don't agree. A lot of people that are gonna see today know, and they're gonna like it, and they're not gonna like my life choices. But it is what it is, and it sounds so not cliche or like a record. Y'all don't pay my bills. Y'all don't no me dan de comer. Y'all do not feed my kids. Y'all do not clothe anybody. Y'all do not pay. I'm gonna let it all out. Yeah. Because somebody's gonna have something to say, and it's fine. Nobody pays anything for me. But I will 100% say I know what I did was wrong, and that'll be with me to talk to the higher power when it's time. I'm 100% very much aware of what I did was wrong. But there's always going to be a but, because even though sometimes other things happen in life. And I'm going to be, since I brought up the topic, I'm going to be 100% with it. And that was not the first time I had an abortion. I mean, that was the first time. And then I got pregnant 2 more times and I did it too. But the second time was more, we still weren't financially, but I blame myself because I should have put myself on something and I did, and I just trusted the pullout game. And honey, baby, we know he is not. That's not great. You know what I mean. And then it was the third time, and then I was like, no, I basically had 3 abortions, and I take full responsibility for all of them. Even though me and Domingo talked about it, and he said he did agree to 2 of the times. The last time he did not agree with it, but I still did it. We were we For the third one, we were not in a good place in our marriage to even have another one. Besides us not being financial, me and him were not in a good place. We were not sure if that's what we still wanted to be with each other, basically. Yeah. But I take full responsibility, because at the end of the day, it's my body and I choose what I want to do with it. Because at the end of the day, I hurt myself doing whatever I do. And I do not recommend it, nor am I saying go for it to anybody, but that's what I did. And I brought it up going to with Ariana. She has nothing but older girls, older sisters. So she thinks very older, and sometimes I feel that I take away como su inocencia, is that how you would say it? Because she's around us, and like she loves to be around the girls. She likes, and then I think like, damn, like you go back and you think, well, I go back and I think, as soon as I had her, I should have had another one so she wouldn't be by herself. But that's why I think about when I drink, it all comes together, because then I think about when I drink, I don't want her to see me the way I am. And it's a whole bunch of emotions, I guess, with it. But I know, since I brought it up, a lot of people are gonna have something to say, and I want to know, what do you think? We've already talked about it in a sense.
Yeah, I really briefly had talked about it. I believe I'm 50-50. I'm not with it, but I'm not against it. And I'm only saying that because I have a friend. My friend can't have kids.
Yes.
So,
oh my God, we talked about this when we were painting. I remember now.
Yes. So my friend can't have kids. So, like a mí me da sentimiento when I see. This is just me in general. Like there's girls that get pregnant and they don't have the kid. Like the dad has the kid, or the girl has kids just for like food stamps, or like like stuff like that.
Yes, because it's so.
There's girls that give up the babies, and like my friend, like she wants a baby, but
she's trying everything, and
she can't. Like she just can't have kids. So like a mí me da mucho sentimiento when I do hear like, oh, like I'm not like, oh, I had an abortion, and I'm just like, like there's people out there that can't have kids.
Yeah, like you asked me, like, Allison, how do you feel? Mm-hmm. And I'm not trying my hardest not to be ugly about it, but I think if you were in my different people, I'm not gonna say if you were in my shoes, because a lot of us sometimes wear the same shoe, but just in different situations. I just think it's when you do it, you live with it. Yeah. Is it bad? 100%, I agree. What I did was bad, 100%. But I am very much pro it, because nobody knows. It's like, I always thought about, like, well, what happens if I had it and I gave it away? And then you hear about all these things that people do, and then you're like, or do you have it and give it to somebody that you 100% know, but then it's gonna be like it's out there. I rather just live with the guilt that what I did, and yo sé que lo voy a pagar a rato.
Yeah, so that's my yeah, because and then I understand where you're coming from too. Like keep in mind, like, I got pregnant at 15. I'm not saying I didn't have a choice, but like it never crossed my mind. And the first thing my mom said was like, "You're having the baby," but in my mind, it never crossed to not have the baby, you know. So
And
my mom was just like, "You're having it," but I mean, nunca se me cruzó en la mente like, "Oh, I'm not gonna have." Well, now Natalie, but then I think of stuff like, where would I be now if I did have one?
yeah.
I don't think I would. I don't think I would be the person I am today.
No, because she pushed you.
Yes,
Because
she's the reason.
you grew up like this.
Yes.
Like 15 was nothing to 15 was 30 to you. We'll just say as in a sense.
Yes. No. Yes. Yes. Because now I'm in my 30s and now I feel like I'm 21 because I'm, like I'm drinking, I'm going out. I didn't have. We've talked about this. I didn't have a childhood. Like I didn't have anything. So like now I'm going out. Now I'm drinking. I'm kind of refinding myself now that she's older. And I didn't drink with Nat either. I think Nat's seen me drink now more than her whole lifespan.
Mm-hmm.
And she's seen me drunk twice, like fucked up twice. But
oh my god, that I'm terrible.
No, no. But like I'm with, like I'm with it, but I'm also against it. But
yeah, no, because you know you talking about your mom. When I first found out I was pregnant, I was so scared. My mind, I swear, as soon as I peed on the stick, because I knew I was pregnant, I peed on the stick, and I was like, I told myself I'm not having it. Like it wasn't, and then Junior at the time, he was all like, "We're both young. We didn't know." It was. I remember going to school and everybody had one. It was like a. It sounds so crazy. I had one. Mostly everybody had a baby, and it was like a accessory. I didn't want no accessory. I was just out there trying to have a great time with my man at the moment. You know what I mean? And my thing was like, "Oh my god, I am not having it," is what I said. And he's like, "If you don't have it, I'm gonna tell your mom." I should have told him, go to my mom. My mom would have took me. And just because we've talked about it. She is pro. She's like, I guess you can say 50-50. It all depends. But I know if I think my mom is very much pro-choice too. My mom, I think things happened to her in her life that made her see life differently. Our life when we were having our kids, yes, it was bad and struggled, but they struggled more back in the day. You know what I mean? And them to even do that procedure back in the day was even more riskier than what it is now. And if I would have probably told my mom as soon as I found out I was pregnant, it sounds ugly. I don't mean to. I've talked about it with Alexa. Like I wouldn't have had her because my mind, I always saw myself like trying to move out of my mom's house, trying to be independent or trying, but clearly my cards were dealt different. So now I had her, and I don't regret her. But if I wouldn't have, maybe I wouldn't be the woman I am today. And I feel like you said, I feel like you, especially at 15, like you grew up years before me. And that's that I'm older than you. You know what I mean? Like your mind, because you had to like ponerte las pilas, hacerte do whatever you could do for your baby. And especially, with unfortunately all the things you went through too, you know what I mean? It made you be a bad bitch you are right now.
Thank you.
Yes.
Yeah.
And I just feel like, yeah. So I know the topic is very touchy. I didn't know, and we just mentioned it a minute ago if we were gonna talk, if we were ever, and I was like, you know what, we're just gonna go into it because it's always gonna be a touchy subject, no matter what. There's gonna be people that are 100% against, and I totally understand them. And like I will always say, it's like I know what I did was wrong. I will live with it on my own. And
sorry to cut you off. My thing too is I think of the people that get raped. God forbid.
Especially right now.
Honestly, I think I can honestly say this. If I would have gotten raped by anybody, I would not have that kid. I wouldn't be able to. And that's just
love it.
No.
It sounds like
I would have, every time I would see, like, me voy a acordar, and it's like, why? Like, I personally just couldn't.
Yeah, just like right now, I feel like with everything going on with especially this topic, they took away our rights as women to decide what we choose to do. Because at the end of the day, like I said, we live with whatever we do to our body. And I just feel that sometimes it's not fair because men, and we are willing participants too on some occasions, rape is different, but you decide to be intimate with somebody, but then they're like, well, I told you to take care of yourself. Well, no, why didn't you take care of yourself? It was at the moment. But now you don't want to be with me. So now I'm stuck with the package and you gone. So where's that fair for me? So now I have to carry and take care of, and you're with your whole new life.
Yes.
So like it, and that's why I have nothing but girls. I talk to them all the time, and and honestly, with my girls, it's 50-50 too. There's some that agree with what I did, and then some that don't agree with it, and they've told me like, how did you do it? How could you do it? I couldn't do it. Okay, it's perfectly fine. But when you get into that situation, you're gonna know where your life is at the moment. And if your life is meant for you, if you feel at that moment your life is meant for you to be great with the baby, you go for it. But at my time, at the age that I didn't feel capable of it.
Like if I would have had Nat, if my life would have went how it was now, and if I would have had Nat now, it would be, great. Obviously, I had her way younger, right? And life is still great, but I feel like me as a mom now would have so much more to offer her, and she would have a lot more than what I was able to give her then.
Mm-hmm.
Because now I'm okay. Like now I'm like, okay, like now if I was two,
Yeah.
I'd be like, oh, I'm in a good spot to have a kid. But I don't know what the fuck I was thinking, fucking being 15. Obviously, I wasn't thinking, I was fucking 15.
No, yeah. Well, yeah, no. I just, I on it, like, I was like so scared. As soon as I found out I was pregnant, I was so scared. I was so
How
scared.
old were you?
I was already older. I was 18.
18, yeah.
I was 18. I didn't tell, and I didn't tell my dad that I was pregnant with Alexa until I was 6 months.
See, my parents didn't find out till I was like 4,
I didn't tell my
4
dad until I
months.
was 6. And the only reason why I told my dad, well, I had my mom kind of knew. She had saw me in the morning and she's all like, I feel like you need to tell me something. And I was like, no, you're making me be late to school. Goodbye. And my mom knows, like, I know she knows something. And then when we were at a friend's house, I pulled her over. I told her to pull over there, and I told her my pants didn't fit me anymore. And junior sisters helped me get medicated and all that stuff. And you know what? I didn't want to be dependent. Like, I didn't know. I didn't know about Medicaid. I didn't know about none of that stuff until I got pregnant. I didn't know none of that. I didn't know that there was help, but there's a lot of people that abuse the help. But I didn't. I was just so scared. I just like fudge. I told my mom, and mom was like, "You need to tell your dad." And I told her I would, and I did it. And then I was at Junior's grandma's house, and she threatened me. She's like, "If you don't tell your dad, I'm gonna go tell your parents." I was like, "The heck's that's terrible, ma'am." So the next day, I went to go tell my mom. I mean, I told my dad, and he
Mm-hmm.
was all like, he scratched his head, and the first thing he said is, "Are y'all gonna get married?" No, we are not gonna get married. No, sir.
And I'm so glad my parents, because they're old school, I'm so glad they never forced that upon me because my life would have been a living hell.
Oh my god.
My life would have been miserable. I would not have none of this. I would, no.
You don't think you would have left still?
I don't think I would have been strong enough to leave then because then I would have felt like I'm married, I'm committed.
Yes,
I
because
have to,
marriage is a different word, right?
yes,
I feel that's how I feel.
I feel like, like if they would have made us married, I,
Would have stuck through
yes,
longer.
everything and anything. Yes.
Oh my god, that's so true.
So thank you, mom and dad.
Yeah. No, yes. Yeah,
My
though.
parents have always been like, lo que tú quieras hacer, The only thing they did force on me, which I'm super fucking grateful, is the moment I had her, they're like, you're still gonna go to school. We're gonna do everything in our power, but you're gonna go to school and you're gonna go to work. So the moment that I was up and ready, that was my mom. She's like, you're gonna finish school.
That's
Y vas a
good.
trabajar. So I would go to school and then I would go straight to work. But I was home by like 9, but my baby was already asleep.
Period.
But yeah, that's the only thing I'm super grateful that.
Alexa's graduated with me. We walked the stage. She's walked the stage already. Yeah, I didn't tell anybody on my graduation party. My clothes was barely fitting, but I was already kind of like chunky, so you couldn't really tell. And so I was like, all right. And then finally I had to like start spitting the beans slowly and slowly. And as soon as I told my dad, like, it's like, bam, I had a stomach. I was like, dang it.
She
But
was
yes.
just waiting for you to say.
Yes, she was very much waiting. And then with Asia, it was so easy peasy. It was so good with Asia. I don't even remember being pregnant. I remember just, and that's that I didn't even find out I was pregnant with Asia, like physically find out. Till it was like six going on 7 months. Like I didn't know.
Jesus Christ.
Yes, that's exactly what my mom and the doctor said. Jesus Christ, she's gonna be born in like 2-3 months. I didn't know.
How do you not know you're pregnant?
I didn't feel it. I was just probably big girl, and I honestly, as soon as they told me, like literally, I went for my appointment. They're like, "Hey, you're this far along, and by the way, it's a girl, and we can't do these tests on you because you're too far along." And I'm like, so they couldn't do like the Down syndrome and all that. I was like, oh my god, that's terrible. And then like a couple of days later, it's like I had a stomach.
Oh my god.
It was weird. It was very weird, very very weird. And then I had if I them stories are crazy. If I all three of the stories are crazy. But yes.
Another thing you brought up that caught my attention was like when you were in school and you were pregnant, it was normal. When I was in school, I was the only one.
Oh my god! So everybody's just looking at you.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my god! So you were the bad influence in everybody's mind.
Yes.
Like what you do? I remember being in sixth grade. Sixth grade. How old are we in sixth grade? 11, 12?
Yeah.
I remember there was a girl, and she was pregnant at 12. She had to been Ariana's a fifth grader. She's 11. How old is 13? Yeah. She was 12, 13. And I remember we're in elementary. I didn't even know about that.
Yeah.
And then they're like, we're gonna have a meeting with all the girls, and we had to sign a waiver. And then they were telling us like that she was pregnant, but we knew she was pregnant, like you could tell, and like they can see more. And so they had to talk about it, like, because she was pregnant. And I was just like, who? Now that I think about it, and then I was like, who in their mind wants to be pregnant at 12?
Yes. No.
But unfortunately, shit happens in life, and clearly we know people, some older people like young, but I don't know, Austin.
No.
Yes, no. So they gave us a whole sex talk because of the 12-year-old.
Yeah, I was the only one walking around with the fucking belly. I remember girls were fucking ugly. Fuck you, bitches. They'll be like,
period.
I remember one specific girl. She'll be like, she's a hoe. That's why she's pregnant. Keep in mind, at the time I was only with my daughter's dad. I'm like, bitch, how the fuck am I a hoe? Like, we just fucked once and here we are.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh my god.
It wasn't even like we were banging left and right.
Oh my god. You know what? When me and Junior first got pregnant, I really thought like I'm never gonna get pregnant. We were together for like 2 years, 2-3 years before I got pregnant. I really thought I was like, oh, we gonna do this forever. Hell no. Mm-hmm. Then I got pregnant. I was like, damn it.
Yeah, no.
Well, yes, no. And then after Ariana, a month later, I got myself snippity snipped. So no more.
That's it.
No more nothing.
Game over.
Yes, because there was a time period where all that happened, where we were having a bad, rough time, and then not being financially stable. And then when I made my choices, my decision, it was, how do I say it? It was, oh my God, my mind went somewhere else. I wanted to say something and then it went left. It's okay. It'll come back to me. Sorry, guys. But what were we saying?
Just that I was the only one pregnant, and girls were mean. Girls were mean, and teachers were mean. Fuck you, bitches, too.
Really?
Yeah, there was a fucking teacher. I remember she's like, she was probably doing something she wasn't supposed to be doing. One of them was like, oh my God, in front of everybody, she's a fucking bitch. She's like,
it was a teacher?
Mm-hmm. I had 2 teachers that were fucking bitches. They were so fucking ugly. And like, I will never forget them fucking bitches. But one of them, I remember one time she said it in front of the whole classroom. She's like, well, if for some reason you have the baby here, she's like, just get up and walk away because I don't want to see none of that. Like, she was just being really fucking ugly, and she's like, you don't even ask me. I would hate for you to have an accident. I guess you pee on yourself when you're pregnant. I don't know. She's like, so if you ever have to go to the restroom, just go. Don't ask, because I would hate like just little bullshit like that.
I
Fuck
know
you, bitch, because I looked you up and
you ain't great.
no, you're not great.
Okay, so now I remember what I was going by. With the when I made the decision, I wasn't intimate with Domingo for over a year. I was more than a year. I was so afraid to get pregnant. Like, we didn't do anything. Like, my boy had blue balls for like a year or two because I was just so afraid. But neither one of us took the initiative to use protection,
Because they don't
to
teach
do
us that.
to do anything. So my solution to myself, because all you hear is about birth control, you're gonna get fat, you're gonna get fat. I was freaking big. I was a big girl porque no me cuidé after I had the girls. They say yo fajate. I didn't take care of myself, and so I was like, no, we're not doing anything. We did not do nothing for over like probably a year and a half to 2 years, and like I think it was very stressful at that time too, because you're trying to be in a relationship, especially with your husband,
Yeah.
and you're not being physical. You're bound to your things are bound other things are bound to happen. Like, you're not asking for it, but you kind of are, but nobody's taking the initiative to try to stop it or try to be proactive.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then finally, like I said, with Ariana, we like talked about it. We're like, yeah, all right, let's do it. And we did it the right way. And then after I had her a month later, because the doctors messed up, I would have had it that same day after I had her, but a month later, I had it. I was like, no more, no more, no more, no more.
Yeah.
But yeah, well, at least we hit the topic finally.
Yes. It's out.
It's out. Y'all know one of my secrets. Well, whoever knows, knows. But I know I'm not the only one out there that feels the same way. And like you said, you're 50-50. I'm
Yeah. I think it depends on the scenario.
the
And
situation.
yeah.
That's why with whatever's going on with the law.
Another thing that really scares me is, God forbid, something happens to anybody I know, me. If you have something in your uterus, if you have something, cancer, anything, you know how they say, like, because they're against the whole abortion thing, like, they're gonna basically let you die if.
Yes.
And that
If
to
you
me,
have your baby stuck in your tube.
yes, and that to me, I don't think that's fair. I don't
No.
think that's
That's medically
right.
like,
Yes.
if the baby, I think it's different if it goes into where it's supposed to be. Okay, yes, the law says we have to have it. Okay, have it. But if you know 100% it's in the tubes, there's no way getting it out, then do what they need to do. It's either her or a life that's not even really a life, is still a cell, right? Wouldn't it be a cell still?
Yeah.
It hasn't made it into the sack.
I
Yeah.
think that's the scary part, and that's yeah.
Yeah, too much, but yeah.
And I feel like we learn something new. We're still growing up. Like, we're grown-ups, but it's like we're still growing up. Like, we learn something each day. Like, we're not perfect too, so you can't, feel so much.
Yeah.
Like, we're legit growing up and we're learning each day, and we can just be great the next day.
Yes.
Try to be great the next day.
I will always be great the next day. Maybe a couple hours of sleep and then I'll be great.
Yeah.
But hey, you learned on Saturday. No, was it Friday? I drank. And then I was like, yeah, blah, blah, blah.
Yes, guys, we're gonna clip those videos in. She called me Friday going into Saturday, fucking 12, almost 1 in the morning, called me.
That was a perla.
Talking about having breakfast at 7 the next day. Me personally, I feel like I know her. I thought I knew her pretty well. I'm like, there's no way this bitch is gonna wake up at fucking 7 to have breakfast at 7:30 Saturday morning.
And I did.
This bitch pulled up.
I was dying, but I did it. And still went home, took a couple hours of sleep, got ready, and went to the next part.
Yes, I don't know how the fuck you do it.
Maybe that's why my body was just tired. Could it be too? I don't know. We're just trying to make all kinds of excuses for
Yeah,
for what happened on.
Yeah, knocked you out.
You'll see. I thought it would. Was it you, Alexis, that said it? That I look like Superwoman? No, Sheila said it. She goes,
Superman.
"You look like Superman." I was like, "Oh heck no!" Oh my goodness. But yes, I like this episode.
Yes, I
it
love
was
it. It was
everywhere.
great.
I'm sorry. Next time I'll be more prepared, like my homie right here, because she's more prepared. I'm gonna be more prepared. I promise. I am. I'm gonna get my life together. Don't forget to comment, like, share, and subscribe. Follow us on Instagram at Cafecito and Tecito and TikTok, right? Cafecito and Tecito and YouTube.
Yes.
Cafecito and Tecito. Clearly, you're watching us now.
And then this episode is completely live, unedited, and raw on Podbean, which we would post it somehow, somewhere.
Because we're figuring it out. Yes. Because our homies from Sisterhood.Confessions put us on it. And hopefully we're great like they are. Because their podcast, I love it. It's so raw. So y'all also go follow them. Go listen to their stuff. I love their episodes too.
Yeah.
Yes. So. But yes, thank you for joining us. We are
Cafecito.
No. Wait. Say
Fuck.
it.
What is
your favorite duo?
Oh, your favorite duo.
Yeah, your favorite duo.
Cafecito and Tecito.
Look, yes.
These are so cute.
They are. We're gonna. My face got fucked up. Can you see?
You got a carpet burn on your face. You can see it on the camera.
Right here?
Yes, on your nose. It's like a line up.
Right here.
Right here. It's like all the way up and
I didn't feel myself go.
Come on.
You're gonna go with her?
Maybe she gonna fall like them.
Bitch, who double typed this?
Look at this.
She gonna get freaky.
I can't.
Yeah.
I like
Touch the string.
No, come now. Look. All I have to do in front of you. Let me get in front of you. Let me get in front of you.
I promise I didn't go.
Then go.
Then go.
Oh shit. Hey y'all, this is Confessionals Part 1. Producer Big Legs. We're gonna talk about who's definitely the drunkest. We probably could tell, but who's the drunkest? Starting off with Natty Poo. I think Allison's the drunkest. Kristina.
Who do you think the drunkest is?
Allison is the drunkest, but I prefer no.
Oh yeah, show.
Oh. Okay.
Wait, hold on. Don't put the camera on me yet.
You know, who do you think?
I was one controlling the bull, guys.
Hey.
I did it on purpose.
Who do you think?
No, I didn't do it on purpose.
Hey, Base is eating though.
No, yeah, you did. Thanks, guys.
Who do you think is the drunkest?
I did?
She wanted to see us fall together.
She set y'all up.
Okay.
Kind of the whole point, though. We got your content.
Okay. Right. Who do you think's the drunkest? Hold on.
I think your mom's the drunkest.
Next, Asia Poo.
Right. I think you're the next drunkest. Nah.
I'm not even feeling the buzz yet.
Oh, okay. Come on.
Oh, she's definitely drunk.
Mom, Ariana. Who do you think is the drunkest?
Definitely my mom saying that she just face planted on the
Go
board.
look on the
Right.
fucking lip right here. We're like this.
Confessionals talk question is who do you think is the drunkest?
I am.
I wonder what everybody's answer was.
Y'all let me know what y'all's answer was. Oh my! Put that one as a fucking no clip.
She said, I hope it's gonna be cute.
And you see me drag. But that's it. That's it.